Hey y'all, my name is Queen Morgana, and welcome to the Sims 4 Ultimate Decades Challenge. I was not planning on recording year 318, but with the way the last episode. Oh, now what's wrong? Now she's a picky eater? Homie, you just survived a famine. You should be lucky you're eating. Anyways, so as you all may know from the previous episode, her entire bloodline is deceased. Her father, mother, sister, and brothers are all dead, and she's the sole surviving Smith. Now, Agnes would have taken care of her, but Mary stepped in and was like, "No, I can provide a better life for her. I want to take care of her. I can provide much more than Agnes could." So, um, little Alice came to live with Mary and her husband. Mary's husband is also just an absolute gem. He was all on board. He actually has wants to like talk to and get to know Mary and make her feel a little bit better. Mary, with Alice and make her feel a little bit better. He's being so sweet about this whole thing. Alice has a little bit of a makeover. You'll see some of her clothes are pretty different because Mary wanted to provide a lot more than she could for her. That a lot more as much as she could for her that her parents wouldn't have been able to provide. Which means, with the funds they have now, Alice could marry middle class and up, which I was not expecting to happen. Essentially, so while you're awake, I'm gonna have you go ahead and start taking care of yourself. There's two bathrooms. There's one in the basement and one downstairs, but I had to give the house a slight makeover. Just a slight one, nothing crazy. And then I want her to go to the farmers market and the meat market. Yes, so they're all here. She's awake early as she always is. I think she just doesn't want to be alone right now, so she's gonna seek out Mary to chat with her. Are you stuck? You shouldn't be. You should be able to get past that. Mary's just peeing. I think that's what it is. Mary's also about to head out, which might be the second part. So Mary's headed out. She also wants to become friends with Hiroto, I guess, to show her gratitude for him, allowing her to stay here. Alice, the Smiths could potentially move up. So whoever Alice marries, she might tell them, "Hey, I don't feel comfortable marrying into your family. I want you to marry into mine. I want to carry on my father's legacy and what the legacy of my brothers had they survived." So that might be what occurs later. She has to cook, but I want her to go get some food first, some meat first. You're up. The baby's fine. Baby's not crying. Baby's fine. Things are pretty somber right now. Alice is just taking it. No. I'm gonna say this is just now that she's here, she's being taught how to read by Mary and Hiroto. So they're taking pretty good care of her. I don't want you to go all the way to the basement actually, because you wanted to talk to him, right? Yeah, y'all wanted to talk to each other, be friendly, chat. She desperately wants to go leave a note. Yeah, now that she knows how to write, she wants to read and write. She wants to leave a note and everything. Console about death. He probably knows what it's like. Discuss local fishing spots. Be like, "Hey, Mary told me you like to fish. I also enjoy fishing. All that. We can fish and all that." Some other point, like she probably is feeling like a little bit of a little sister to him, or like a sister-in-law, little sister, because she's almost like Mary's little sister. The little sister Mary never had. And he wants to make sure that Alice feels at home and comfortable here just as much as she would be anywhere else. You know, ask how her lessons are going with Mary. Is she enjoying reading and writing for the first time? You know, if she needs any extra help, come to him. He's a merchant, so he knows how to do like basic math and reading and writing and all that. Tell some funny stories. This Raymond kid, his birthday, so we'll age him up in a bit. Now that I'm playing as this family, I'm going to do the same roles as I normally would. So, you know, I'll roll to see how he. No, what am I doing? Where is the change diaper option? It's under baby care, that's why. You know, I'll be doing the same roles to make sure that everyone survives. You like discussing interests? That's good. You can learn a lot more about Alice that way. I kind of want to just go ahead and age up the baby now so I can roll. Also, it's crazy that my entire family died, but after that last episode ended, I rolled for the rest of the village and no one else died, just us. That's great. Like, I was talking about that one girl whose whole family died. That was a premonition, clearly. Foreshadowing, for sure. Let me go ahead and get this D20 out. So we can just go ahead and roll this boy up and rename him. Baby care. Let's age him up, please. What are babies? 5, 10, 15, 20. No, infant? Yeah, sorry. Infant, 12, 16, 18. Let's roll. 17, he survives. He's adorable. Your wife's cooking, don't worry. He's a wiggly baby. And has black hair? Question mark? It might just be the CC, unless he does have black hair. One of Agnes's parents could have had black hair. One of Mary's parents could have had black hair. Or one of his parents could have had black hair. I don't know. I'm glad that at the very least this, like, force... You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that, Alice. Alice just wants to show her gratitude and help out where she can. Let's get everybody to eat. Let's get everybody to come here. You're hungry. I know I said eat, but I want you to feed your kid first. Now, they're a merchant family, but he specializes in like making and selling nectar for the most part, so yeah. These two are gonna keep talking to become friends with one another. Talk about your favorite animal. She's probably gonna ask for like writing tips. Tell a make-believe story, be like, oh, here are these stories. This is so cute, but so sad. Like, they should not be having to get to know each other under these circumstances, you know? Talk about chicken, but yeah, this is probably really weird for her because she doesn't have, it's not a farm. Like, they have a garden for their nectar making, but she doesn't have, there's no cows or chickens. There's no bunnies or foxes running around, no birds. It's just a regular house without things to do in it, which is strange to her. She's like, oh, this is my first time having Mary's cooking. It's really good. He's just like, oh, what gives you that idea? Okay, so I also remember when I showed that these two had gotten married and I was like, well, I don't know if if she shared with him that she was a spellcaster, but I'm going to say, okay, now they're friends. I'm going to say that she did, just because I didn't know he had this trait. He's a he's a lunar confidant, so he's come across a lot of werewolves. He's probably raised in an environment that had a good bit of werewolves, so he's not unused to the supernatural. And also, when I was putting down this house, I didn't go down far enough. There's actually another secret level with this already there. So they definitely are pro supernatural in this house. And I'm going to assume that Mary's most likely gonna tell her soon. Mary's most likely gonna tell Alice soon that she's supernatural. So she's gonna have a little bit of a discussion with him about like some future plans with how they want to go about family dynamic close. Yes. with how they're going to go about securing Alice's future. She having a little bit of a discussion about how they want to go about all this other stuff. So yeah. And so they're going to kind of treat Alice as one of their own. Like, they're not going to be as strict with her as they would with like their biological children, because they're not adopting her, they're just taking care of her. So they don't want to like, Alice is her friend before she's her caretaker, if that makes sense. Like, she's making sure she survives and has what she needs and, you know, to be there, but she's still more of an older sister than like a parent in this situation. So she doesn't want to make it weird between the two of them or anything tense or anything like that. So yeah, these guys can try for a baby later tonight, because she only has like a couple more, 2 more years before she's old enough to live on her own or like be married off or anything like that. So we'll see. We'll see what occurs then. I did not expect us to be like middle class this soon. I thought it was going to take much, much longer. Because I was prepared for it, because if she marries, she could still marry Robert, but then she'd be attached to his name. So I'm not sure if he's like the best choice anymore. But we'll see. We have a little bit of time. Because even though she'll be a teenager at 14, I'm not going to marry off my teenagers till they're 16. So we have a good bit more time until that point. So I'm not going to rush or force anything or anything like that. She can start learning how to stitch. Something her mom loved to do, but they didn't have the money to keep up with her hobby because wool and everything was so expensive. But this is a cozy little house. She just gets to lounge around in her little PJs. She's got like much newer, much softer PJs, and she gets to just do what she wants. He's lounging because they can't plant anything till summer, so he has a bit more time till they could get started with the business. It's also probably a little refreshing / weird for Alice to be in an environment where there's two people who are married and they both very, very clearly, Matilda, like actually enjoy each other's company. Whereas when William was alive, it was very clear that like Matilda was getting more and more fed up. But these two are on the same page about like having children and stuff like that. She doesn't have a thing because she's a teenager. He's neutral about it, and considering, and I don't think she cares, considering she wants to try for a baby, I don't think she's opposed to it. I think she feels a lot less like confined here because she could be herself. Like, he knows that she's a spellcaster, what she's been through, and he's willing to care about the people she cares about, clearly, since Alice is sitting here on their couch, the most comfortable. She didn't even own a couch. They didn't even have a bench before. Sitting here in the most comfortable thing in the most lavish place she's ever seen in her life. So yeah, this is so cute. It's a little sad because it shouldn't be this way. Like, technically speaking, she should be in that bunk bed with her little sister, getting ready, like full off of gruel, Would that be a sad existence? Because she's doing it happily and with her family, versus she does this thing where she pushes back her negative emotions. And I keep forgetting to, jeez. She does this thing where she keeps pushing back like her negative emotions and feelings so that those around her can be comfortable, or what, she thinks that's what she should be doing at the very least. She thinks that's what she should be doing at the very least. So I don't know. But Hiroto's just making sure she's doing fine. Are you headed to bed? Don't head to bed. You want to woohoo with him, so y'all can just come ahead and woohoo. And once Alice is finished, she can just go ahead and go to bed. Yeah, now that she's alone, everything's come back to her, so I'll pick back up in the morning. Turns out little baby Hamo is actually blonde. So yeah, this is him. Hamo. All right, it's the next morning. not Matilda. Alice and Hiroto woke up early. They're just handling some things. He needed to take a bath, and she was also hungry and needed a bath. I'm gonna have you go ahead and take yours first. She lost another tooth. She's losing a lot of teeth. I know this is the age to lose teeth, but I feel like she's losing them back to back. Little one's hungry and needs a... Are you not gonna eat? Eat this. Did it go bad? No, still fine. I did not realize the pudding lasted this long. If that was the case, I would have made more of it when I was with... Why are you not eating it? She's doing fine. Yeah, this is one of her new outfits, by the way. She looks amazing. It's so cute. So cute. She wants to become friends with Hiroto. I'm pretty sure you already did that. Yeah, she's gonna go read a book for the first time. She can actually do things and have fun. She normally would play with her siblings, but that's not an option currently. John lives right next door, so maybe we'll go take Alice to go see him for a bit. Once again, Alice has forced herself to stop mourning, so the mourning period's over, though it shouldn't be. Let's have you head on over to, visit Robert for a bit. I haven't seen him in a while. Okay. I did not realize I actually made these two match, but what is that? Whoa. What is on you? What? Okay, something is just her skin detail from afar does that, I guess. These two are gonna talk. Complain, but she's probably like, normally I'd be outside with my mom helping with the harvest. So she just feels a bit useless because she for once doesn't have to do any work, and she just doesn't know what to do about it. He's the eldest, so he kind of gets it. So she's like an eldest child who lost, I don't know, not all her reason for living, but like everything she'd been doing for years suddenly doesn't matter anymore. Like she doesn't have siblings to take care of. She doesn't have a mom to look after. She doesn't even have like a garden to help water or uproot or anything like that. Oh, their little sibling was born. Are you a boy or a girl? I can't tell because you have the neutral one on. These two are chilling. I wonder if that baby is a vampire or not. No. I was gonna say talk to Robert, but he's bathing, so let's just walk back next door. We live right here. I didn't even need to pull out my phone to do all that. Just go home. Don't bring Robert with you. All right, it's the next morning. Nothing really much happened the last night. I was just getting them to take care of the baby and doing some of their wants and everything like that. Go ahead and take a bath. Mary's just gonna clean up and then get started with breakfast. You want to chat with Matilda? He's probably like, wow, I wonder what she was like. Chat with the non-household Sam. Sure. You want to talk to Martin, so they might take a visit to her family today. I think that's what we'll do. We'll go visit the fam, see how Agnes is doing. Because Agnes just lost her best friend, essentially. Robert wants to hang out with us again. Robert really does like Alice so much. Like, genuinely, is dang near in love with the girl. Like, when she turns into a teenager, he's probably going to be, like, insistent that they, like, insistent in trying to court her. So let's go ahead and travel. Because at this point, it would have been months since Alice has seen anyone outside of the household besides Robert. It's been a little while. So let's invite Hiroto and then let's make sure everyone's at the house, actually. Let's make sure every single person we know is there. We could have invited them here, but Hiroto hasn't really seen... I just want to get out the house. I'm trying to come up with an excuse. I just want to get out this house. So let's head up here. Oh, they got a dog. Aw, that's so cute. Let me stop looking at the world. They got a dog. Must be for Martin, because his baby brother, who he barely remembers, died, and his big sister left. So he's probably pretty lonely. They probably found the dog and was like, well, we have food now to take care of it. Yes, first family visit unlocked. Can you show to grandma? Friendly introduction with you guys already know each other. But whatever. You can talk to Martin some more. Share Mayday excitement. Oh, it's Mayday. I didn't even look up. Okay, yes, you guys should definitely celebrate Mayday. He uh-oh. Okay, there we go. For some reason I couldn't click on her. She wanted to talk to her baby brother, so they're gonna do that. You're pregnant and in labor? She hasn't been on this side of the village in months since she's moved in with Mary. Almost a year at this point. What are you doing? Throwing something away? Yeah, this probably feels a lot more, I don't know. I'm not gonna say at home because she feels at home with Mary and her and Hiroto. I think it just feels a lot much more familiar to be in this type of environment. Because she grew up visiting this house all the time. Agnes is familiar. Their lifestyle is familiar. This is so cute. I completely forgot I actually didn't pause my recording and wasn't speaking. But this is really cute. Just seeing the whole family here to spend May Day together. Agnes is gonna have a Mayday baby, or she would if I left. If I left her alone, she'd go ahead and have this baby. But yeah, Mary and Alice are just playing in the pond, getting back to their roots. Everyone's gonna sit here at the table and talk. This is just so sweet. It's definitely something she's been needing. Just a little bit of a breath of fresh air away from the town and on this familiar path that she used to walk with her family every day to visit Agnes and her family. You know, this is her family now too. They've always been close like family, but now this is quite literally her family in every aspect except paper, you know. I don't think she wants to be adopted, like officially. This is still very nice, you know. But I think we'll just go ahead and like head home. Russell's just sitting here all calmly, giving the baby a nap. Oh, he's waking up. Please don't wake up. So let's head back home. I actually think I might end this episode here. I'm just gonna have them head home and take care of themselves. There's nothing much going on, but this is so peaceful. And I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye.